Yeah, man. Peace, family. Back again at you with another explanation about so-called why religion matters, making selves out of others. See that? This essay on faith and community is the second in a five-part series about the value of religion, people. But I'm not going to go to the five-part series. Stand up. So we're going to bank this whole thing right here, and we're going to see already that we already know that the whole Israelite religion is fake, Yahweh and all that, you know. So just gonna debunk the the in a la la land state of existence, all slaves, you know. They're reading the book. See that reading the book, hypnotized, and even get the kids there. See that? Indoctrinate these kids. That's what they do. So you see here, you go why religion matters. Together is harder, but together is better. Rabbi David Wolp, Religio, see that? And he says, why do people belong to religions? Why? Because they were told by the religious church. That's right. And they were born already in the religion. That's why they follow religion. Because if nobody ever told them, they will not know what that is, right? Why do people belong to religion? Some inherit a religion at birth. No, all inherit, most, like 99.9 inherit the religion at birth. Others may convert to one, later on. But at one point, not people make a conscious decision whether to participate in their religious communities. In fact, the root word for religion is the Latin religare, people. Religare. Yeah, what it means. Which means to recognize or bind. So they bind you. That's all we're gonna say. Forget recognize because you're not recognized to nothing other than religion. So they binding you, and then he goes to say, in an age that signifies personal freedom, what could sound less attractive than binding oneself to the quirks and the idiosyncrasies? People, they use some ironic word here. Idiosyncrasies. Yeah, they all crazies. See that? Idiots and crazies. They're describing themselves, people, and then it says of a larger group of people. See that? They themselves calling themselves idiosyncrasies, people. Idiots and crazy synchronized. See that? They all tell you that. And yet, a principle found in many religions is that there is a little separation between you and the people around you. How is that, people? These religious people don't care about nobody around them. If you're not in that cult, you're not part of that. They don't know you. Jesus Christ put the charge quite simply. Love thy neighbor as thyself. That's a lie, people. they don't love nobody. Them religions, you know, they hide behind this. Don't let them fool you, man. They hide behind this lost thy neighbor bullshit. They don't love nobody, not even the animals. They kill them and eat them. In other words, your well-being is much more than all of personal freedom, and it's tied to your neighbor's well-being also. No, it's not. The religion is not tied to no neighbor well-being, because they are the ones that go around making religious wars. You know what I'm saying? So killing their neighbors. And so religious institutions can be helpful junk, junk, what? Junctors, yeah, junctors, where two cooperating impulses meet. That's a lie. The desire for individual purpose and the desire for communal belonging. So, like, they need to have this thing that they belong to some type of community. Yeah, communal, religious, communal belonging. Understand that? But not family, not familiar, communal belonging. They destroyed family. Don't forget that. And created the religious, communal belonging. Because it's coming from the church. That's what makes the church. It's the body. It's all of them together. It's this community around you that they create, including Israelites, you know. And it's all a BS to enslave you and keep you in the box. You know that. And so religious institutions can be helpful, juncture. No, they can't be helpful. They are prison. Okay? Like all human goods, these impulses fit within a balance. Institutional religions are certainly not the only source of all that is good in the world. They are no, of course not. Individuals can have fulfilling lives while quietly living out their own beliefs in private. But throughout history, nothing has revealed organized, organized religion in its ability to foster commitment to concrete people who live in concrete places. It is in this sustained engagement with neighbors that religion makes its lasting contribution. It's all a BS, people. Religion is slavery. How the hell it contribute to you to be slave? Being part of a church is much more than just going to church. It fills people with identity. See that? They don't know their identity, so they gave them this church identity, this communal society. Yeah, it's not what you think. They gave them this identity from Yahweh. Opportunity, aspiration, learning, and many other more personal blessings, which mean blessings. I mean, blessings is blessings. Is be blessed. Okay, but this comes to individuals insofar as they look beyond themselves to others. Religion instills social responsibility and covenant making in our lives. Of course, the religion take all their time. Give them social responsibilities, not like they're planting trees or building a better world. They're just there in the damn church praying and giving them money. And then he goes to say, religious instills social responsibilities, all a lie, and covenant making in our lives. based not in self-interest, but as a promise to God. It's all a fantasy. This act of binding, so you see, they're trying to explain the act of binding, right here. They're still trying to explain the binding is a good thing when it comes to religion people. They, mind controlling them that, just because it says religion is binding doesn't mean that it's bad. Yeah, it means it's just binding you into a better society, into this communal society that escalates to nations, escalates to chosen people, escalates to war and destruction. It's the total binding all the way. Is one of the rare things in history that forges social obligations beyond family or tribe. Fellow believers are often in the best position to care for an ailing person, yeah, repair a neighbor's home, or fill in countless other gaps we ourselves cannot fill. There are few, if any, organizations that can substitute the community of a church. Nevertheless, one of the defining features of our time is winning trust in institutions, including religious institutions, people. As a result, many people are more isolated from families. What did I tell you? They destroyed family and put all of them in a church and took their souls. You know what I'm saying? Communities and society at large. It's so easy to become atomized, breaking into islands and of individuals, uh, untethered to larger associations. The writer David Brooks lamented the conditions wherein individuals don't live embedded in right in tight social orders. They live in is it buffered roads of private choices. Societies that encourage materialism, individualism, and moral relativism may promote what being called the sovereignty of self. That's right. But they weaken other values. The social thinker, well, other values. Well, how can you living by self weaken other values? There's no other value beyond yourself. It's not. It's just trying to mind controlling them with the script. The social thinker Michael Woods' caution is freedom, energizing and exciting as it is also profoundly disintegrative, making it very difficult for individuals to find any stable communal support. Very difficult for any community to count on the responsible participation of individual members. Okay, they talk a lot of crap, basically. Yeah, and he's trying to say that if you detach from religion and become an individual, what you're going to see happening is that the society of being spiritual but not religious, okay? The society become more spiritual and less religious. What this often means is that faith is treated as personal matter, not the business of other people. That's right. But there need not be a contradiction between the two. A person can be both spiritual and religious. In fact, the two are interdependent in vibrant religious lives. No, no. Now he's trying to tell you that being religious and if you're going to be spiritual, you're going to be religious as well. That's not true. Yeah. You can't be both. You're either spiritual or you're religious. Religious is what they already. He broke down up there telling you it means binding. Okay, he's binding you into something. He's binding you, in the case of Christianity, he's binding you to Christ. He's binding you to the New Testament, all the way in. Yeah, you believe in all of that stuff. You they bound you in your soul with that. That's what it means. But if you practicing your own spirituality, which is your own business, how can it bind you? It's your own will that you're dealing with. You're not dealing with nobody else telling you what to believe. You have your own self-experience with Mosaic, and you know what you're supposed to know. Yeah, and this includes keeping the instructions. You know the instructions, right? So here we go. They're lying again, trying to sweep it under the carpet. That if you're gonna be doing spirituality, you're still in religion. It's all the BS now. These guys are trying to say. I'm sorry. In this age-full interest and social disintegration, a return to the sacred commitments of congregations will make our communities more cohesive. Yeah. So he's telling them that they need to stay in this congregative congregation, churches, amalgamations, which I already told you, it just bring the same end to the Babylonian thing. That's all it is. When the fabric of society begins to fray, religion, with its layered threads of social capital, can help bind it together. Not this time. Not in my time. No, they can't. There's no way religion can bind nothing together because it's the cause of everything being broken. How the hell is he gonna bind it together, people? They can't bind nothing together and stand up because it's them that is their God that is the cause of the whole slavery. They all slaves, they all servants. Don't forget that. Their condition. What the God tell them that they are. Hybrid servant humans. Yeah, that need they're born with sin. They need to be forgiven and all that crap. So it's not a good place to be. You know what I'm saying? And got them here all the time. And he's trying to tell you that religion is the way to go. It's all a bullshit. You know? See that? Why did Christianity prevail? Because they were religious. They all mind controlled, all these religions that bow down, they born with sin and need to pay. You know? See that? Look, Sharia law allows her husband to throw acid at her. There have been 150 cases, people. Wow. Where's his eye? He's gone, people. If this is not, look, man, look, the eye is gone. 100, there have been 150 cases. 22 states where federal and state judges ruled using Shire law instead of Constitution of the United States. See that? These religious guys, boys, have their own law and everything. He's there, he burned the girl's eye, look at, see that? With acid. And they get free pass from prison because he's got his own act, he's got his own law, see that? They keep doing it, 150 cases. So, you know, see what religion is doing to these people? Sad. Mm-hmm. See that? He's telling you to stop thinking for the individual. Where did he go? They took it out. Nothing there. Check this out. We must stop thinking of individual and start thinking about what is best for society. See that? What society you think he's talking about? Society, even Nietzsche is telling you he wants society. You see that? Society's need come before individuals' needs. It was straight. Society's needs come before your individual needs, build. See that? It was not coming with half doctrines. You see that? This devil here is coming with half doctrine, saying must stop thinking of the individual and this and that, you know. But they're getting the same doctrine from Yahweh. See that? The boss. Yeah, which I already explained to you about these wars, about Hitler. It's all a setup. Brother Sophie explained to you, you know, what's up. But just looking at the quotes, see these quotes? See that? This society, they're telling you that this society that they have, you have no rights. That their society have all the rights above you. It's telling you that you know is you know the society that they create has got more rights than the individual needs. So it doesn't matter if you live without house. It doesn't matter if you live without food. It doesn't matter if you die, you know, or nothing. See that? Hitler said it, and it's still there on Google. And because it's what they do in there. It's real. What they believe is what it is. Mm-hmm. See that? What? Voodoo word. They tell you religion of peace. What? Look, really? Leave them alone, people. Religious education, see that? So, mind control system. Mm-hmm. So religious. What you carrying? Holy Bible. Look, see that? All religious. Look, with the gun, they protesting, people gonna get shot. All violence, this has got burqa and everything. It's a violent thing. This one has got automatic guns, people. Wow. I'm not going to speak about it Look another one. You know why religion is not going away. Yeah, I didn't say that. Napoleon telling you. Napoleon is telling you, that religion is. I'm not gonna read it, man. You too blue to read it. But he's their own boss telling you. He's telling you. That's it, man. This video should be long. Yeah. See that? Why is religion education important? See that? It's not important. It's slavery. See that? All of them. Are you wasting your life for Christ? Hmm? There's no salvation in this clown at all. See that? Let's see what he's saying. Oh, okay, man. See enough. Rational arguments work. Religious don't work with religious people. Otherwise, there will be no religious people. Okay, man. That's all, man. Love you all. Peace.